Hello everybody, welcome back to another one of my videos. This is Aviation 04, and today we have an unboxing, so we're gonna get right into it. So the reason it's not in an actual package is because I didn't purchase this. It was given to me for something else, so that's the reason, and we're just gonna get right into it. So it is the Alaska A321NEO, and I'll explain a little bit later on why I got it, but in the meantime, we have the box. You have Alaska Airbus A321NEO, the side of the box, the back of the box, where you have your CGI image up top, and then you have all these as real as you get features, and then you have the Alaska licensing logo right there. And this was a 2019 release. So this was when the Neos actually had pretty big engines. And then looking in the flap, you have the model, and then you have the information up top if you'd like to pause and read that. So we're gonna unbox it now. So the reason I got this was because Orlando has actually seen the Alaska A321NEO for quite some time now. It's actually a winter seasonal thing. Typically it's the 737-900 or it's the 737-800, but they've been flying the 321NEOs in a lot. So that's the reason why I decided to get this. And we have the model in the plastic. Nothing looks broken from it, but I guess we'll have to see. So this is the Neo, and these are the Neo engines, so I expect them to be fairly big, but hopefully they're not. Because sometimes the models can... It really depends on what type of Neo it is, because some are better than others. In the case of the 321NEO, it's okay. There we go, finally got the plastic off. That took quite some time. But anyways, here we have the Alaska A321NEO. So we're gonna go into review now. So starting off at the front, you have your cockpit nose, and you have the cockpit windows. L1 door, the big Alaska titles, the billboard titles, they actually redid the titles when they acquired their new livery, and all of their Airbus aircraft are actually in the new livery, and some of their 737-800s and some of the 737-900s are in the old livery, which is the all-white livery. But they made the titles this nice blue color. I really like them. And then you have your nose gear. Moving back, you have the large Neo engines. These ones don't seem to be too bad as the other ones have been, but they're still not fantastic. But I'm not going to complain anymore. I doubt it's going to get fixed eventually, or maybe it'll get fixed eventually, but I doubt it will. And then you also have this little pattern, which goes from the green to the light blue to the dark blue, and that's the same pattern on the tail. And then you have your main gear, all the windows, your overwing exits, and then in the back, if you can kind of see it, it's the same pattern on the winglets. And then moving back, you have your Wi-Fi dome and antenna, and you have your registration, which is November 928 Victor Alpha. And then you have Chester. He's looking really, really good on the Neo. And then you have the color patterns again. You have the light green, you have the lighter blue, or it's almost a teal color actually. And then you have the darker blue. And Chester just pops on it, so that Gemini did a great job with the livery. And then here's just a little front view. You can see that the nose gear is a bit weird. It looks like it's moved to the left or so. And then you have the engines. They are not scraping against the ground as the typical Neo would be, which is really good. And I didn't even realize that when they originally debuted this model, I didn't realize that they weren't. So they actually, although they are still oversized, at least they're not scraping against the ground. And that's one thing Gemini does really, really well on the 321NEOs. It's the 320NEOs where they kind of struggle. And then you have the infamous wing flex on every Airbus model. So you can see that that wing is kind of at a 7-degree angle or so, which is not too great, but it still looks really nice nevertheless. So Gemini did a really nice job on this model. However, upon further inspection, I did realize that there is actually a decently sized paint smudge. It's almost a scratch, and it's going from this dark blue all the way to the white. So it's pretty significant if you think about it, but it's not too apparent on video. It's way worse in real life, but it's not too much to complain about. It's a very minor thing, but it's just one of those little things that kind of bugged me. And then also on the side of the aircraft, this is the other side. We have the cargo loaders, or the cargo doors rather. So Gemini did a really nice job on this model, and I'm very fortunate to be able to get it. It hasn't really sold out too much. However, I feel like it could eventually, but it may depend. My one criticism with it is the mold. It's okay, but Gemini just has troubles in general with the 321 mold. So if they can fix that, it'll be really nice. And with the engines, the NG one, I hope to eventually get one of those. I would like to see them make More to Love A321. I would definitely pick that one up. But I'm really fortunate to be able to get this, and I cannot wait to add it to the Orlando updates. In terms of rating it, I will probably be giving it an 8, because the paint scratch towards the rear of the aircraft, and then the mold, the mold is not the best, but it's passable, I guess you could say. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. I would really appreciate that. I don't know when this will come out, because I kind of have a backlog of unboxings coming. So it may be coming out next week. I'm not too sure yet, but that's gonna do it. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. And with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day, and goodbye.